When we started this, we had people that we were sure was not going to participate. I was very concerned about that, and I talked to several people about my concern, and I was told at that time, let them go, let them do. If they don't want to be a rower, if they don't want to be a watcher, if they want to be a grumbler, let them be a grumbler.
You know, there was a few grumblers in here at first, but just like you had said earlier, you said, the rowers get on there and row and let the grumblers sit.
We got a few watchers that's starting to row a little bit now. They're starting to, I don't know if it's a peer pressure or what, but they're starting to get involved. They're starting to help themselves, help their own area.
And they're going to say, well, all these other people's area is nice and clean, and I'm not going to sit here and have my area look like this. And it is true. A lot of people that didn't get into it at first are mopping, they're cleaning, they're wanting things done in their area, so they're getting on board.
Well, before, you just would have to tell them to clean up their area and they would do it, Now everybody more or less volunteers and does it better on their own, and instead of me having to get around and say, hey, you got to clean up your area.
It took us a little time to get the people on board. You had rowers and you didn't have rowers. You had people that sat and didn't care. They were in the back of the room, didn't want to get involved.
You just let them go, and they're going to eventually, most of them, are going to come around, and they might not do it the way you want it. They might not put their name on a piece of paper that says, listen, today I used my hour, but they will definitely get involved.
Well, I think 90% of the people in here have come along with us and got out of the grumbling mode and helped out. A lot of people didn't think it was going to work until they saw it work, and then they helped out, and I think it's worked. I think the people that we've had in that group came a long way in helping the other people come aboard.
I think if they would have just tried to push it through, people would have backed off like they did all these other programs. They would have just said, well, they're not making me do this.
Yes, there is a few grumblers that are on board now that didn't think it was going to work, and they're right up there doing more than other people are.
They know better than anybody about how to make the place run more efficiently.
That's exactly what's happened. I mean, it's catching on. It's like it's contagious.
These things can take a while. We expected it to take perhaps a year and a half or 2 years to really get started on it. But we have been surprised, and pleasantly surprised, just how short a period we saw some of the first improvements.
We have some really intelligent people get involved. They can think on their own. They come up with their own ideas. And so far we've had some really good ideas,
We have our grumblers and we have our watchers. At first I was a grumbler.
He didn't think it was going to work. He was like down there watching everybody putting the tape down and the borders down, and he was like, go ahead, you do it.
I didn't think this would work at all.
And then after they got it all set up, and he was like, wow, why didn't I get on board in the beginning?
But once I got involved and I seen really what we could do with this, I became a doer.
And his area, when he looked at his area, was a total disaster. And he's done more than anybody in this place. I'm a rower. I'm right in the front row. I think it's great that we're doing this, and that's what I want to try and help out everybody to get on board and row with us and get everything done.